Hi, this is Greg Landsman, and welcome to the Hanso University Learning English vidcast series. Today, we are going to be talking about commonly used idioms and acronyms. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's an idiom? What's an acronym? Even with people who speak English as a first language, they sometimes ask themselves this. It's important because if you are a student in Korea who wants to go to the US, you're going to have to learn idioms and acronyms. What are they? Well, first let's start with an idiom. An idiom is a commonly used phrase in English that has a figurative, not literal meaning. So, what does that mean? Well, figurative means something other than what it looks like, and literal means exactly what it looks like. For example, if someone says, sit down, that's literal. If someone says, take a seat, that's more figurative, because you don't take the seat, you just sit down. What are some commonly used idioms, though? Well, how about this one? It's raining cats and dogs. Now, imagine if that when it rained, cats and dogs actually fell from the sky. Think about that for a moment. That's terrible. That's horrible. Thankfully, that's figurative. It's raining cats and dogs means it's raining very heavily. If you're inside and the rain is so heavy that you can hear it banging on the roof, it means that it's raining cats and dogs. What's another one? It costs an arm and a leg. Okay, let's look at it this way. You want to buy a computer, and the computer you find is perfect. It's perfect. It's a great gaming PC. It will last you 20 years. But the catch is, when you ask the seller to buy it, he says, okay, you can have it. I just need to cut off your arm. Now you're asking yourself, how much do I really need that computer? Well, that's what costs an arm and a leg means. It's not literal. It does not mean literally costing you your arm and your leg. It means really expensive. So expensive that you have to ask yourself, is this really worth buying? So, what's another one? The ball is in your court. Now, what is a court? I don't mean court like courtroom. I mean if you play tennis, or ping pong, kick volleyball, basketball, badminton, the court is your or your team's area, the place you defend. And when the ball goes in there, you have to act. So what does the ball is in your court mean? Well, it means the next thing that happens is up to you, or you're up. Now, one last idiom I want to go over. It's not rocket science. All right, what is rocket science? Well, rocket science is hard. Rocket science is putting rockets into orbit, putting up satellites, landing a person on the moon, putting ships towards Mars, sending out probes to the edge of the solar system. Not everyone can do that. In fact, it takes years and years and years of study. You decide you're going to be a rocket scientist, and we're talking about decades of study. So when I say it's not rocket science, for example, when I tell my students English is hard, but it's not rocket science, it means that it is hard but not difficult or impossible. Now, those are idioms. What about acronyms? Well, there's a few pretty well-known acronyms. USA, that means United States of America. Let's see, there's also EU, European Union. UK, United Kingdom. ROK, Republic of Korea, i.e. this Korea. Now, those are country names, but acronyms are used for more than just countries. For example, ASAP This is a common one that shows up in, say, emails. ASAP means as soon as possible, which means do it quickly. You might get a homework assignment from a teacher and they have this is due ASAP, which means it's due soon. Another one is BYOB. If you're in the US and you get invited to a party, it might say BYOB. This means bring your own beer or bring your own bottle. That means that drinks will not be served at the party. If you want to drink, you need to bring your own. This is also used for scientific terms. For example, Roy G. Biv. This means red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. These are the 7 colors of the visible light spectrum, or from top to bottom, what you see on a rainbow. Now, if you're an aviation student, and at some universities, especially say Hanso, we have a lot of aviation students, you're familiar with GUMPS. GUMPS is gas, undercarriage, mixture, propeller, seatbelts, or the checklist you need when you're taking off and landing. And one last acronym you might be familiar with in Korea is the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, or KAIST. I hope that this has been informative and educational. If you like the video, please click like at the end of the video and comment if you have any ideas for us. And also, if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel. This has been Greg Landsman with the Hanso University Learning English vidcast series. Thank you all and have a nice day.